Good morning, class 10. Revision Mathematics, Chapter 4, Quadratic Equation. I have explained real numbers, Chapter 1, HCF, finding HCF and LCM by fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Second, polynomials. What are the zeros of the polynomial? How will you find the zeros? And what are the relationship between the zeros and the coefficient of the variable? Third, linear pair of equation, rather pair of linear equation of two variables. In this chapter, I have explained methods to solve linear equations of two variables, elimination method, substitution method, and one other method is cross multiplication, but this is not this year in the syllabus. Now today, quadratic equation. Introduction I have given when I was completing the chapter, but today in very short I would like to remind once again. The standard form of quadratic equation is ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Here a, b and c are real numbers and a is not equal to 0. Because if a is 0, this will not be quadratic equation because this term will be 0. Therefore, this is the condition. And a and b and c, these three are real numbers. Rational, maybe irrational. Now you see, quadratic equation you understand the equation just like quadratic polynomial. Polynomial having maximum 2 is power of the variable. So that is quadratic polynomial. It becomes equal to an equation when we equate. So a condition is given, so this will be called quadratic equation. Here also the maximum power of index, maximum power of variable is 2, that is quadratic equation. Here a and b and c are real numbers and x is the variable. Maximum power of 2, this is the quadratic equation, and this is the standard form. If you have to find the given polynomial, they are in quadratic equation or not, so you will simplify and you try to lift all the terms from right to left and you can compare with this. If the simplified form is in this form, so that will be quadratic equation, otherwise not. Discriminant means the factor, the quantity which determines whether the equation have a root or not. That is why it is called discriminant. In the formula, this is denoted by D, capital D. D is equal to b squared minus 4h. You know very well what are a, b and c. A coefficient of x squared, b coefficient of x, c is equal to c is the constant term. So discriminant you understand the quantities, and this is the quadratic formula. Quadratic formula. Quadratic formula, x is equal to minus b plus minus root b squared minus 4ac upon 2. There are three methods to solve the given quadratic equation: factorization method, quadratic formula method, and completing a square. Before solving, without solving, you can find these three conditions, whether the equation have real root or not. If d is either greater or equal to 0, so the equations will be real and distinct roots. Distinct means different roots, the value of x. And I am also reminding here the power, the maximum power, the number of maximum power, the number of roots. This means quadratic equation, there will be two values of variable. These two values may be positive, may be negative, positive, both negative, maybe 0. So that can be calculated by solving. But in advance, if you want to know whether the equations have real root or not, so these are the three conditions. You find the discriminant by using this formula. And there will be three possible situations. D may be equal to 0, D may be greater than 0, or D may be less than 0. Less than 0 means all the negative numbers are less than 0. And 0 is the greatest number, greater than all negative numbers. So if d is greater than 0, the roots will be real and roots will be different, distinct roots. If d is 0, the roots will be real and both roots will be same. The values of both values of the variable will be same, equivalent. And d is less than 0, if d is in negative, so the equations have no real root. Bolling sir, why there is no root with this condition? You see here, p square minus 4ac. This term is called discriminant. So you can write also like this. Now you see, there is no any number, you cannot find the square root of any negative number. Because if you multiply 2 negative, so that will be positive. And therefore, that is why in this condition, the equations have no real root. So these are the some memorable point, important point in quadratic equation. Now, I will solve with examples all these three methods, and then you will be solving the questions of your book, from your other book, so that will improve your knowledge in this chapter. Now suppose this is the equation, 3x squared minus 8, and this is minus 2x. Suppose you have to find the value, you have to solve this equation, you have to find the roots. Roots is also called the solution, the values of variable, they are also known as roots. Factorization method से इसको solve करना है. Now you see the product of this and this, coefficient of x square into constant 24, and you split 24 into possible factors, 1 into 24, 2 into 12, 3 into 8, 4 into 6. And one pair will be suitable here, so that there should be minus 2 and into minus 24. So minus 2, this will be minus 6 and this will be plus 4. So these three are not suitable. This is appropriate split. So 3x squared, this can be split into minus 6x plus 4x. इसमें हम आगे पीछे लिख सकते हैं, इसमें no problem, no difference, but this is the split of this. That is why this method is called splitting the middle term. In class 9 you must have studied. Now you take the common 3x, here will be x minus 2, there will be 4 comma x minus 2 is equal to 0, and this will be x minus 2, and this will be 3x plus 4. So these are the two factors. Factors of these two is 0. So what is the value of each factor? This will be 0, 0 upon this, or this will be 0, 0 upon this. This means x minus 2 is equal to 0, or 3x plus 4 is equal to 0. इसको हम कहते हैं जीरो प्रोडक्ट थ्योरम. Suppose a and b two terms are equal to 0, so a is equal to what will be 0 by 0, 0 by b 0, and if you have to find b, so b is equal to 0 upon a is equal to 0. So this is the principle, this is the points we use here. So x is equal to, on transferring minus 2 from left to right, this will be positive, and this will be x is equal to minus 4, and this will be a power. So these are the two values of the variable, and they are also called roots. So this is called factorization method. And now if you want to satisfy yourself whether you are right or wrong, so you put these values in the given equation and both sides equal, this means you are right. Now you see, you put 2 here. So 2 square, 4 3 is 12, minus 2 into 2, minus 4, and this is minus 8. 8 minus 8, 0. First condition satisfied. Now you see, you get minus 4 by 3. Minus 4 by 3, so this will be 16 upon 9. This will be 3, 16 by 3, minus 2 into minus 4 by 3, so this will be 9 plus 8 by 3. 16 by 3 plus 8 by 3, and this will be minus 8. LCM will be 3, this will be 16, this will be 8, and this will be minus 24. This will be 24 minus 24 by 3, 0 by 3, 0 by 3 means 0. What do you observe? We observe on putting these values in the given quadratic equation, both conditions are satisfied, and therefore you are absolutely right in this particular question. These are the solution, these are the roots of the equation, and this is called factorization method. So that's all for today. Factorization method, you will try to solve all the possible questions from your textbook or from other book, and you will be perfect in this particular method. Thank you.